You've been told whey protein, granola, and sports drinks are part of a solid fitness routine. The supplement industry spent billions making sure you believe that. They're not wrong about the products. They're just never going to tell you what those products do to your muscle growth after 8 p.m. 11 foods with legitimate fitness reputations that are actively dismantling your overnight recovery, starting with the one in your kitchen right now. Number 1. Whey protein shake. This is the one that's going to cost me half the comments section. Whey is not a bad protein. Whey before bed is the wrong protein at the wrong time. Whey is fast digesting. That's its entire selling point, and it's a real one. Post-workout, it spikes amino acids in your blood fast. That's exactly what you want at 6 p.m. Before bed, it's a different story. Research shows whey amino acids peak in your bloodstream within 30 to 60 minutes and return to baseline in roughly 90 minutes. Your body needs a slow, sustained release of amino acids across 6 to 8 hours of sleep to run overnight muscle protein synthesis. You're giving it 90 minutes of fuel for an 8-hour job. The supplement company sold you the right product for the wrong moment and never mentioned the difference. Funny how that works. Number 2. Pre-workout supplement. You train at night. You need the energy. Understood. Here's what's also happening. The average pre-workout contains 150 to 300 milligrams of caffeine. Caffeine has a half-life of roughly 5 hours in most people. 5 hours after you drink it, half of it is still active in your system, blocking adenosine receptors. Adenosine is the compound that builds up in your brain throughout the day and creates sleep pressure. Block those receptors at 7 p.m. and you're still blocking them at midnight. Studies show caffeine taken within 6 to 8 hours of bedtime measurably reduces slow-wave deep sleep, the stage where the majority of muscle repair happens. On average, caffeine cuts total sleep time by around 45 minutes and increases nighttime awakenings. You trained hard. You earned that recovery. Then you chemically blocked it with a product designed to help you train harder. The irony is genuinely impressive. Number 3. Spicy food. Hot sauce, spicy wings, anything with significant capsaicin. This one has actual controlled study data. A trial published in the International Journal of Psychophysiology put men on a spicy evening meal and measured what happened. Reduced slow-wave sleep, increased time awake, elevated core body temperature during the first sleep cycle. That last one is the mechanism. Your body needs to drop its core temperature to initiate and maintain deep sleep. Capsaicin interferes with that thermal regulation process directly. Less deep sleep means less growth hormone release. Less growth hormone means less muscle repair. The hot sauce isn't just giving you heartburn. It's cutting your recovery at the hormonal level. Eat it at lunch. Save the gains for the night. Here's what connects everything on this list. The majority of your daily growth hormone is released during slow-wave deep sleep, the deepest stage, which your body cycles through primarily in the first half of the night. Growth hormone is what drives muscle repair, tissue recovery, and the actual rebuilding process that makes training worth doing in the first place. Every food on this list disrupts that process through one of 3 mechanisms. It blocks deep sleep directly. It creates a digestive or thermal load that fragments your sleep architecture. Or it leaves your muscles without the sustained amino acid supply they need to synthesize new protein overnight. You're not just eating the wrong thing before bed. You're actively dismantling the most important recovery window you have every single day. And you're doing it with foods that have a fitness reputation. That's the part that should bother you. Number 4. Sports drinks. Gatorade, Powerade, the colored sugar water the sports industry convinced an entire generation of men to drink around their workouts. Around your workout, debatable but fine. Before bed, a different conversation entirely. A standard 20-ounce sports drink contains 34 grams of sugar. Research from Columbia University links diets high in refined carbohydrates and added sugars to significantly higher rates of insomnia and disrupted sleep architecture. Disrupted sleep architecture means less time in deep, slow-wave sleep. Less deep sleep means less growth hormone. Less growth hormone means less muscle repair. The electrolytes are real. The timing is wrong. There's a picture of a jacked athlete on the label. That athlete is not drinking this at 10 p.m. He just doesn't tell you that. Number 5. Granola. Granola has one of the most undeserved health reputations in the entire food industry. It's oats, which are fine. It's also honey, brown sugar, dried fruit, and sometimes chocolate chips, all baked together and sold in a bag with a mountain on it. A standard serving delivers 40 to 60 grams of carbohydrates. a significant portion of which are simple sugars. The same Columbia University data that links refined carbs to insomnia applies here. And because granola is calorie-dense and easy to overeat, nobody stops at one serving, ever, not once in the history of granola. The actual sugar load most men consume is double what the label suggests. It looks like a health food. It performs like a dessert. Your body doesn't read the packaging. I know. Granola. Sounds like something a man eats while he reads about his feelings. The problem is it's also something men eat before bed thinking they're fueling recovery. They're not. Number 6 is coming up right after this. It's the one I mentioned at the start. The product with the legitimate fitness reputation that's actively working against your overnight recovery. You're not going to like it. Number 6, whey protein bars. Not all protein bars, the ones you're actually eating. Pick up your favorite bar and read the label right now. If it has more than 8 grams of sugar, and most of them have 15 to 30, it has no business being in your body within 2 hours of sleep. Here's the specific problem. The protein content is real. The sugar content is also real. And the same research that links high refined sugar intake to disrupted sleep applies to whatever is in that bar. The bar was engineered to taste like a candy bar, because that's what gets you to buy it again. It works. You keep buying it. The protein is doing something. The sugar is undoing more. And the supplement company that makes it has never once suggested you not eat it before bed. They put anytime protein on the label. Anytime, except before bed. But they didn't put that part on the label. Funny how that works again. Everything so far has been about sleep disruption. Numbers 7 through 11 are different. Some of these are going to contradict what you've been told is healthy. Stay with me. Number 7, alcohol. Even one drink. I know, you've heard this before. You're going to keep having your one beer anyway. That's your choice. Just understand what you're choosing. A 2024 study published in Sleep Medicine found that even low doses of alcohol negatively impact REM sleep, with higher doses producing stronger reductions. A separate review in the journal Alcoholism found that at all doses, alcohol delays the first REM period, and at moderate to high doses reduces total REM percentage. Beyond REM, alcohol fragments the second half of your sleep, the part where your body cycles back into deep, slow-wave sleep for additional growth hormone release. Every night you drink before bed, you are paying a recovery tax. The size of the tax depends on how much you drink. But there is no free drink before bed. The tab always comes due. You're just paying it in lost gains instead of cash. Number 8, high-sodium processed snacks. Pretzels, rice crackers. The healthy chips in the portion-controlled bags with the clean label and the small font. High sodium before bed increases thirst, promotes water retention, and raises the likelihood of nighttime urination, all of which fragment sleep. The Sleep Foundation identifies high-sodium foods as a direct contributor to disrupted sleep through this mechanism. Fragmented sleep means less time in deep, slow-wave sleep. Less deep sleep means less growth hormone. You know where this goes. The bag said baked, not fried. It didn't say, won't wake you up at 3 a.m. Read more carefully next time. Most men watching this are actively doing number 9 right now and calling it a health habit. Stay with me. Number 9, fruit juice, orange juice, apple juice. Any of the processed fruit drinks that have been positioned as health foods for so long that questioning them feels like a personal attack. Here's what nobody tells you. A standard glass of orange juice contains 25 to 30 grams of sugar with virtually zero fiber. The fiber is in the pulp that gets removed during processing. That sugar hits your bloodstream faster than soda. The same Columbia University research on refined carbs and insomnia applies directly here. Beyond the sleep disruption, fructose, the primary sugar in fruit juice, is processed almost exclusively by the liver. Animal studies show fructose consumed during rest periods alters liver clock genes and promotes fat synthesis at the hepatic level. The vitamin C is real. Get it from an actual piece of fruit at a different time of day. Put the juice down before bed. Full stop. Number 10, large, high-fat meals within 1 hour of sleep. A Brazilian study published in Nutrients found that higher nocturnal fat intake was directly linked to worse sleep quality, lower sleep efficiency, and more wake time after sleep onset. A separate population study found that eating within 3 hours of bedtime increased the odds of nighttime awakenings by roughly 40%, with high-calorie, high-fat meals within 60 minutes of sleep showing the strongest correlation with longer time to fall asleep and more fragmented sleep. Your body is trying to drop its core temperature and shift blood flow toward muscle repair. A large fatty meal forces your digestive system to stay active, keeps your core temperature elevated, and competes directly with the recovery process. This isn't about eating fat, it's about timing. The same meal at 6 p.m. is fine. At 10 p.m., it's working against you. Number 11, casein protein, the wrong kind. Wait, before you close the video, this one requires a full explanation because it's the most counterintuitive thing on this list and the one most men will get wrong. Casein protein is the right protein before bed. Slow digesting, sustained amino acid release across 6 to 7 hours. It's exactly what your body needs overnight. Research confirms it. 40 grams of casein 30 to 60 minutes before sleep increases overnight muscle protein synthesis by roughly 20 to 22% compared to nothing. That's real. That's documented. Here's the problem. Most casein products on the market, the flavored ones, the ones that taste like chocolate pudding, the ones that are actually enjoyable to eat, are loaded with 15 to 25 grams of added sugar per serving to make them palatable. You're buying the right protein in the wrong package. The sugar content in a flavored casein product before bed creates the same sleep disruption problem as everything else on this list. You're getting the amino acids, you're also getting the sugar, and the sugar is fragmenting the sleep that the casein is supposed to be supporting. The supplement industry gave you the right ingredient wrapped in the wrong product and charged you a premium for both. Plain casein, unflavored or minimally sweetened, under 5 grams of sugar. That's the version that actually does what the label promises. Everything else is a dessert with a protein claim on the front. Tonight, one thing. 2 hours before bed, cut anything with more than 5 grams of added sugar. That's it. Not a full diet overhaul. Not a new meal plan. Not a supplement protocol. One rule. 2 hours before bed, 5 grams of added sugar maximum. That single change protects your deep sleep architecture, keeps your sleep environment clean for growth hormone release, and stops you from actively dismantling the recovery you trained for. Check the label on whatever you're eating right now after 8 p.m. If it has more than 5 grams of added sugar, put it down. Replace it with something that doesn't. That's the minimum effective dose. Do it tonight. Not next week. Tonight. Here's the truth nobody in the supplement industry is going to say out loud. The foods that are destroying your overnight muscle growth aren't the obvious ones. They're the ones with clean reputations, athletic branding, and fitness influencer endorsements. The supplement industry, the sports nutrition companies, and the food marketers have spent decades building trust around products that serve their revenue model, not your recovery. Some of those products are fine at the right time. None of them are fine before bed if they're loaded with sugar, caffeine, or capsaicin. You now know which ones. The information was always free. The execution is on you. Put the Whey shake down. Eat the right thing. Go to sleep.